Hello one and all, my name is Ryan Bruce, my friends call me Fluff, and today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we're gonna check out the very cool IR-X dual tube preamp from Friedman. So if you're watching this video, chances are you saw the big hubbub around the release several months ago for the IR-X from Friedman. This is basically a two-channel Friedman preamp. It's powered by tubes and it has a bunch of bells and whistles. Sounds awesome. We're gonna check it out today. And before we go any further, this isn't necessarily a sponsored video. I'm friendly with Friedman. I know Dave. I was sent this pedal months ago. I wasn't asked for a video. However, they did send me the pedal just to check out. I'm deciding to make a video. All thoughts and opinions are mine. Now, when I think Friedman, I think of modern British flavored, modded tones. I think of smoothness. I think of that real nice mid-range that you can chew on. Having been an owner of, let's see, I currently have two Friedmans. I had a third. I'm a big fan of Dave's work, and everything he does, it seems like he really understands the guitar playing mind to a degree that a lot of other folks do not. Enter the IR-X. Now, this is a tube-powered, basically it's a two-channel Friedman amp in pedal form, minus the power amp section. It has power amp modeling, which we'll get to in just a second, and a bunch of I/O and whistles and things you can tweak and adjust and customize to your liking. We're gonna dive into it today. So inside the IR-X are two high voltage 12AX7 preamp tubes. Channel 1 is a squeaky clean British voiced chime. Can do plexi stuff as well. And then the channel 2 is where your HBE and your HBE deluxe tones lie. This is the high gain. So basically it's cleanish and crunchish and high gain. You have volume boost for both channels, and you can also adjust the boost on channel 2 and the gain on channel 1. There's also MIDI, USB-C with a desktop editor, which we'll get to in the playthrough section, an effects loop, bounced output, even has a headphone jack. It's literally got it all. Let's hear this in the context of a mix. Now that we got the full mix out of the way, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a playthrough. I'm going to set this over on the desk. I'm gonna plug it in, I'm gonna fire it up. I'm going to bounce back in between the Friedman desktop editor and the pedal itself. There's the cab selection, for instance, on the pedal. I'm also going to use the cab selector, the impulse selector on the desktop software. There's a bunch of interchangeability with the desktop software and the pedal. You don't need the desktop software in order to fully utilize this pedal, but for convenience sake, I'll just kind of go with the flow on which one I use. Yeah, let's do a little bit of a playthrough. All right, so I have the Friedman editor open. I have the IR-X here on the desktop. I'm primarily going to be living in the editor. However, there's a few functions, obviously the main controls I want to utilize the pedal for. However, yeah, most of the business is happening here in the editor if I wanted to. So I have my Ernie Ball Music Man Dustin Kensrue signature model with a Duncan custom in the bridge. I have basically just plugged this in and made sure it works on the desktop editor. And here we go. Oh, okay, so the three-way switch on the on channel 1 coincides with which cab I want. I like that one. For my clean tones, I generally like something a little warmer. right switch. I like that tone quite a bit. Let's engage the boost. I can do that right here on the pedal, or I can come here in the desktop software and just engage the boost. Let's try that. Oh, because of the boost. We're learning here. Okay, so for this channel, I would want this predominantly cleanish, right? Now for channel 2, we're gonna see how hard rock we can get. Not bad. Now keep in mind, I'm going direct into a Neve 1073 preamp. Like, it's this pedal that you're hearing. Like, there's nothing else happening in the signal chain. That's crazy to me. This is just a volume boost, but still. Oh, there's a presence control. Let's see how that does. You can hear the 12AX7s working. You hear how it kind of compresses. Not kind of compresses, it compresses when I up the gain a lot. It's not getting fizzier, it's just kind of squishing. And that is the Friedman IR-X. Very impressive. So what do I think? This thing retails for $500, but you're basically getting a Friedman amp, a 2-powered Friedman amp for $500. A dual channel, foot switchable, boostable, gain boost adjustable Friedman in pedal form. I can't believe where tech is going and that pedals like this exist. I'm gonna sound like an old man. However, if pedals like this existed, I mean, God, even 10 years ago, that just would have been mind-blowing to me. If I was 20 years old and had access to something like this back in the 90s, oh man, I wouldn't be here, I'll tell you that. I'd be touring the planet in a big old rock band with my rig and my backpack, right? I think this thing is absolutely incredible. It sounds organic. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. It feels and sounds really, really awesome. There's been a lot of praise for the IR-X, rightfully so. This thing is absolutely killer. If you need a compact rig, this is where you should start. All applicable links down below in the description. While you're down there, feel free to give me a subscribe to further support this channel. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.